guys, I'm Shmee150. We're here at SEMA 2024. There are so many incredible cars, the hypercars, the supercars with engine swaps, a Ferrari engine in a DeLorean, Cybertrucks aplenty, tons of trucks, loads to check out, massive show. I'm exhausted from walking, but it can't get better, can it?
What's up, guys? My name is Preston from Autonatics. I'm here with Street Cars 101. And who do I have the pleasure of speaking to today?
We had the pleasure of speaking to Cam Van Caraway out of Cache Valley, California. I race late model stock cars and micro sprints all out in California. Raced them out in here too in the bull ring, and we're currently at the SEMA show. I've had such an amazing time here.
Wait a second, you race cars?
Yes, I do race cars. I am 14 years old.
And he raced cars already?
Yeah.
Okay, so give us more information because I'm curious.
All right, well.
Okay, so you've been racing for how long first?
I've been racing since I was 6 years old.
Okay.
I started out in the track called Livermore, California.
Okay.
And ever since that, it's been history for us. We've moved up the rings, and now we're driving my late model stock car, and we're driving the micro sprint.
Okay. And I'm assuming you enjoy every I guess milestone you want to call it, because you started at 6, and I'm sure when you first got into it, you weren't racing in the division that you're racing in now. I started out in quarter midgets. That's what I started out in. Yep.
And then we moved up, from class to class, which is basically just upgrades the motor, made the motor go faster and things like that. But then once we got out of quarter midgets, we kind of jumped straight into the late model scene.
Okay.
So every milestone, whenever I move up a class and things like that, is definitely a big achievement. And now we're out racing late models.
And where do you see yourself in another 5 years?
Where I see myself in another 5 years? Good question. I think I would be at least a NASCAR Xfinity driver.
Okay.
At least there. Right. But I think I'll be at least a NASCAR if everything can go to plan, for sure.
Okay. And now I'm going to have to keep up with you because this is my first time hearing about this. And I think this is super cool that you started at, you said 7 years old?
6 years old.
6 years old? And you're 14 and you're racing cars now. I think that's the coolest thing in the world. Keep doing whatever you're doing because it's clearly working.
Thank you very much.
Is there anything that you can tell people your age, any advice you can give them to reach their goals like you're doing now?
Like I always say, just live your dreams. Just chase them. You know, you can definitely, I think, feel some fulfillment in your life whenever you're living your dreams to the fullest, and whenever I get to go out to the racetrack, it feels like I'm living the dream, you know? It just makes me really happy knowing that I'm living and chasing the dream going out to the racetrack.
Absolutely. I got my man Cam here. Cam, thank you for taking time to interview me, bro. I appreciate that. You got a bright future right here.
Hi, this is Warren from Stinger Chemicals. Let me tell you a little bit about our company. We've been in business for 36 years this year, and this is our 25th SEMA appearance. So glad to have you on. Let me give you a little history about Stinger Chemicals. We're a small little company based out of Houston, Texas. We sell our products in all 50 states and probably about 25 foreign countries, right? So the history about us and why we're excited about SEMA this year is we're traditionally a B2B business, right? Our products are sold in 275-gallon totes to OEMs, all the way down to 1 gallon and 5-gallon and 55-gallon containers. But this year, we're launching our retail package line, right? It's all the Stinger power from the professional line in small package that's ready to use. So what you get is you get the proven quality and you get the proven performance of our professional line for all you enthusiasts out there, and even the professionals that just need a smaller package size because they don't need a 55-gallon drum in their garage. So let me tell you a little bit about Stinger Chemicals, and for all you detailers out there and car enthusiasts, what makes our products different, right? The first thing that makes our product is our history, our 36 years of history in this industry servicing the professional detailer. So when we introduced our small package line, we took the concept and the idea of we want to make products for the small package purchasers that pack all the power that our professional products do. So these weren't really consumer-driven products. These were products made for the professional detailer. So when we start out with our ceramic shampoo, this is a product you wash your car with, and it leaves a very hydrophobic and shiny finish. You won't find a better ceramic shampoo on the market. You move down to the ceramic spray sealant, easy, spray on, wipe off with a microfiber towel, long-lasting finish, shines like crazy for at least 3 to 6 months. All clean. This is one of the most widely used products in the professional environment. You use it to clean all the interiors. We've had people that use it to clean carpets. You can even, in some markets, they like to use this as their one degreaser and all-purpose cleaner. But it is an excellent citrus-based cleaner for the interior vehicles. This is one of our new products that we came out with at the request of a lot of our professional detailing customers. They wanted a leather, vinyl, and rubber product that they could use on the interior car that not only cleaned, but left a nice shine and a nice supple finish. And we developed this product, and it's been a hit ever since. And we all know, every detailer knows, one of the things you got to get clean is the glass, right? Because that's what the customer's looking through every day. This Crystal Clear is a great product. Non-streaking, you don't have to use a lot, it's inexpensive, it's ammonia-free, doesn't smear, it's VOC compliant, spray, wipe, and go. You get a great finish every time. One of our biggest sellers is this Splat. Let me tell you a little story about the name Splat. It was originally called Bug Off, right? And we started selling, we launched it as Bug Off, and we would get phone calls. Hey, I need some more of that Splat. And we didn't know what they were talking about, but we figured it out. The little bug on there was Splat on the windshield, so they were calling it Splat. So we changed the name to Splat. This is an incredible seller. Whether you're a car wash, whether you're a detailer, or just a consumer at home that wants a product to help you get those bugs off, this is the product for you, right? And this is one of my favorite products because, you know, I'm a detailer at heart. I love duration. This is a wipe-on, water-based dressing, and it's unique. High shine, low sling. You won't find another product like that. It's one of our #1 sellers. So these were the first 7 products that we picked out of our 200 products to launch into this size packaging. 200 different products, right? So we manufacture a lot of products. We picked these 7. We think these 7s are winner in anybody's shop, garage, toolbox. This is what you need, but look forward to more. We're going to launch another 20 come next year. So let me tell you the story. When we started in 1988, we had 1 product, right? And we have, like I said, over 200 products right now. And our product development team is not someone just in a lab making products that they think they can sell because they smell good or look pretty. Our product development team is developing products from our customer feedback going, hey, I need a product that can do this, because they have a problem. It's up to us to create solutions for our customers. And that's what we have. We have a solution for every one of our customers' needs. So after 36 years, we have a real wide range of products that can solve problems that detailers run into all over the place, right? And today, even today, if we go over here, we look today with the new paints and new finishes that you see here around SEMA. We have paint. We have one of our new products is this fine polish right here. This fine polish is a great, we have a lot of soft paints in the market right now. And this product right here is excellent. You can buff this on all the soft paints. You get no haze in your finish, and you get a wonderful shiny surface. And if you come back tomorrow, I can show you how we do a 2-step after we sand. We'll sand these cars like this. We'll come back with a 2-step and bring it back to the shine just like that.
So my name is Roy. I own Wragth Motorsports. We're a high-performance shop out of DFW area. We do GM, Ford, Dodge, all sports cars, exotics, trucks, and SUVs. That's it.
So how did you get into the business, Roy?
Well, my background is very diverse. I served active duty Navy from 04 to 15. I got 3 combat tours working on helicopters, power plants. That transitioned into motorsports, building cars kind of off to the side. And then from there, moved into NASA, testing heat shields for atmospheric entry and exit vehicles. And finally, I was a program manager for Google's self-driving car Waymo. So throughout that whole time, it was building cars. Cars has always been my passion. And I decided, hey, why don't I try this full time? And I did. And here we are.
Awesome, man. Now, you said you've been to SEMA how many times?
About 5 or 6, but actually where I took it seriously from an entrepreneur, business owner, is probably my 3rd year.
So, all right, so boom. We're both entrepreneurs. In your line of business, what is it like being an entrepreneur? Because I watch your videos. I watch them all. I be keeping up with them.
You're wearing many hats, right? You're wearing many hats, but don't forget the purpose of why you started your business and what's your why. For me, it's obviously I have 3 combat tours, a lot of mixed mental, failed suicide attempts. So cars and jiu-jitsu and the gym was my outlet, my therapeutic to kind of come back to normal.
You said jiu-jitsu?
Jiu-jitsu.
So you can whoop some ass.
Everybody says yes, but no. So I chose cars as my outlet, and the impact from my customers of just being able to help them and solve their problems, whether it's marriage, divorce, or just other entrepreneurs that are facing the day-to-day struggles, the stress, making sure everybody gets paid, making sure things runs right, customers are happy, marketing, finances, everything. So we use that as a therapeutic outlet through high-performance car boats.
Okay. So now, recently you had a big event at your shop.
Yes.
Tell me about your event, man.
We've been doing quite a few events, actually, just kind of our way of giving back to the community. Last year we did a Thanksgiving. I think we had like 67 turkeys, and it was, God knows, a couple 100 pounds of like canned foods. We donated it back. This year we stemmed into doing the trunk or treat, where we had all the cool cars, all of our customers show up. Halloween, the community came together, and then we're doing a canned food drive / Thanksgiving drive for obviously people who are not able to have an enjoyable Thanksgiving. So we get all those proceeds and all the meals and just give them back to the community.
That's awesome, man. And you act like I'm not supposed to be like fucking supposed to be freaking in shock that I finally meet you, man.
Thanks, man.
I will admit, so when you got first featured in the magazine, you was actually the first advertisement I ever done like that.
I remember that.
So it was a learning experience for me. It actually opened some of the doors that I've been able to open now. So I owe you a lot of thanks, man.
Thanks, man.
Because for one, you trusted me when I didn't really know what I was doing, but we ain't gonna get into all that. I was learning.
I think we share the same sentiment as entrepreneurs. You don't have to have all the answers. You just have to try, not give up, and learn from your mistakes. So that's kind of what I saw in you. That's what I see in myself. Any business owner is going to see this in themselves, and they're going to put trust in someone who's putting in the effort to build a brand and do something bigger than them.
So, all right, Dan. So with that being said, what would you rank yourself? Right now, I know, I'm definitely going to ask you where you want to see yourself. But right now, where do you rank yourself?
In terms of?
Just overall of accomplishing the goal of where you're at now. Knowing that so you've been here 6 years, but this is really the first time you're taking it serious.
Probably third.
Third time,
Third
okay.
time taking it serious. So last year I sat on a panel for SEMA. Yesterday I did a speech with SEMA, which was super rewarding for the audience listening. And I think that's actually a really good question, because it seems like every time you hit a milestone or an obstacle, the bar raises.
Yes,
so
sir.
you always stay humble. You always learn from your mistake. Reach out and ask for help. Obviously support those that support you, that help you get to this journey. But to say I'm not complacent, so I don't know where I stand, where I see myself. Am I grateful? Am I thankful for my accomplishments? 100%. Do I create impact to others coming up with a future generation? 100%. Do I help business owners that are struggling or maybe leveraging me or looking at me? 100%. But at the same time, just use that to fuel yourself to go to the next level so you can impact people on a greater scale. So I don't really have an answer. Once I accomplish something, it's like, what can I do next? How can I amplify the good that's already being done?
So what does SEMA mean to you, man?
So SEMA's kind of actually they interviewed me this last year. It's featured on the SEMA. But SEMA is more of it's kind of a motorsports community to where we all come together, different industries, different trades, and just see what's out there on the aftermarket. So as you can see, I'm a speaker, I'm a SEMA member, I'm on the Future Leaders Network as well. So I volunteer my time to see, hey, what's coming up? What's the new generation want? What can we do as an organization or a community or whether that's a volunteer group to better impact that. Similar to PRI, which is more performance and kind of my niche. So hand in hand, they work well together. It's what you make it.
Yo. How are you, man?
Guys, man, how y'all doing, man?
Doing good.
We're good. Having fun.
Yeah, today's our walk around the show day. Yeah.
So, man, I was going to say, so y'all walking around today? Y'all doing any interviews or anything?
We did all that already.
Yeah, we did an event at the Hancock booth yesterday, and then
we had a SEMA live stream interview as well with the guy from Overall.
In y'all's standpoint, man, what is it like being in an event like this for y'all?
Very busy.
Yeah,
and you get stopped constantly trying to see cars too.
No,
but,
it's cool.
But it's fun. It's nice.
Yeah.
They talk about me. I literally just stopped.
No, everyone's super nice. It's been really cool. But yeah, definitely trying to see as many of the cars we can today, for sure. Yeah.
Awesome, man.
It's my first year here too.
Really?
I got a truck in the booth. Like it's awesome. I'm just trying to have fun.
Hey, well, I promise I won't hold you up, man. I'll let y'all guys go. And I held another 2 minutes, so
Oh, you're good.
But y'all know what it is. Street Cars World on TV.
What's up, everybody? My name's JD. I'm with VMP Performance, and we're a supercharger manufacturer and tuning facility based in New Smyrna Beach, Florida. So we're going to tell you a little bit about the parts we offer and how we can help you out making horsepower. The latest and greatest thing that we're bringing to SEMA this year is our Gen 6 3-liter supercharger kit for the 24 Mustang GT and Dark Horse. This features the Whipple Gen 6 Stage 3 0-liter rotor set and is available in 4 configurations. First being Stage 1, that's available with a 3-year and 36,000-mile powertrain warranty to protect your new car. Then we have Stage 2 for those of you who want a little bit more power. That makes 850 crank horsepower or approximately 750 wheel. We also have it available in Stage 3 and Stage 4 configurations. Those are for you that want to push the limits of your brand new car. We made 807 rear-wheel horsepower with a Stage 3 kit, and we made 850-ish with the Stage 4 configuration. The difference with that kit versus our Stage 2, Stage 3 comes with a 3625 pulley and the carbon fiber intake tube that you see over here on the other side of the supercharger. That's included with the Stage 3 kit, and then we go a little bit further with Stage 4 by including a 120mm throttle body in that package. Each one is also going to include a grip tech pulley sized for the amount of boost for that horsepower goal. Stage 3 will be a 3625, and Stage 4 will have a 3.5-inch pulley. The platform that we build an incredible amount of parts for is going to be the 2020 and up GT500 and Raptor R. It's our Apex Predator line of supercharger parts. In this particular case, you're seeing our Gen 2 Apex Predator lid, as well as our Apex Predator cold air induction intake kit, available for the 2020 and up GT500. That's in 3 configurations, and for SEMA 24, we just released the carbon fiber version. But the packages for that intake kit are just the intake, or you can get it packaged with an underhood ice tank kit. That way you can increase the volume of coolant in your air-to-water system. And then last but not least, for those of you that already have our intake, first of all, thank you. But secondarily, if you want to upgrade to the carbon fiber version of the kit, we have just that upgrade package available. Another popular application for the Predator line of parts that we offer is in Predator supercharger swaps. This would be like an 11 to 14 Mustang GT or a 15 to 17 Mustang GT, and even some of the later model cars, people are swapping the Predator supercharger from the 2020 GT500 onto their Coyote engine. So all these parts work in that application. We offer our lids individually as well as intercooler cores to upgrade that supercharger, because one of the biggest problems they have is heat soak with that factory supercharger. So by creating more volume in your upgraded lid and putting a larger intercooler core in there, you knock out that problem of heat soak. And for those of you with Gen 3 and newer Coyotes, we even offer the spacers to help the supercharger clear the direct injection rails for your fuel system that are factory equipped on those cars. The supercharger manufacturer, we also develop supporting parts for those that want to go beyond just the supercharger kit. That involves stuff like our cooling line of products. It's very popular in race applications for drag racing to add ice to help with your air-to-water system. This is our trunk-mounted ice tank kit. This thing holds a ton of volume, and commonly they're made out of aluminum. We did something a little bit different this time around, and we had it rotomolded. So a couple of the features that comes from rotomolding is, first of all, it doesn't sweat, so you're not going to end up with water in your trunk pan, potentially harming your car. Secondarily, we were able to put custom shapes into this to control the water flow. It's common in an ice tank that the water will spin around the outside of the circumference of the tank and not actually mix in the center. But because of the custom shapes that we molded into the sides, it directs that flow and causes it to properly mix. So that way all your coolant is getting cooled. And speaking on supporting modifications for those of you that want to push your cars further, if you've got a factory Mustang or F-150, we offer things like upgraded throttle bodies, as well as fuel systems for these cars. So if you've got an 11 to 23 Mustang GT and you've put a supercharger on it and you're ready to put that car on 85, you're going to need a lot more fuel volume. We have a plug-and-play solution for a fuel system that includes a hat with twin DW400 pumps, all the AN lines pre-shaped and formed for your car. That way you can get the car on E85 and turn that thing up. For more information or to check out all the stuff we do, you can find us at VMPperformance.com. Also, if you're on social media, hit us up on Instagram and Facebook. It's at VMP Performance. Those are our pages. I run our social media, so if you got questions, shoot us a DM. You'll be hitting me straight up. Be happy to help you out to make the horsepower goals you've got.
Hey everybody, I'm Brian Loans with the NHRA on Fox. I've been an NHRA announcer for 10 years now. I started with the company in 2014. My current job I started in 2019. Been announcing drag races since I was in high school back in the late 90s. So I'm an elderly old man. But I love the whole deal, and we're having a great time here at SEMA.
So, man, now you wrote a lot of issues for Hot Rod Magazine,
sure,
and also Motor Trend.
Yes.
So what is it like starting from there and making your way up?
Yeah, so for the first 10 years, I got out of college, I had a commercial driver's license and a journalism degree. So I worked on trucks and buses at a fleet garage on campus. So I drove trucks for 10 years and managed truck fleets while I was doing all this stuff on the side. So I was freelancing at Hot Rod Magazine, freelancing for magazines like Diesel Power, Mopar Action, a bunch of them. But I was going to work every day, either telling drivers to get in their trucks or driving the truck myself. And in 2011, along the way, I started a website called bankshift.com with a guy named Chad Reynolds. And in 2011, I stopped doing all that stuff full time, and I was announcing drag races on the side as well. And I went full time into doing this stuff. So from 2011 forward, I was an announcer, journalist, writer, whatever anybody needed me to be, I was.
Hello, I'm Andrew, FF Racing 19.
Justin, Darker Media. Preston, Auto Natics. We're here at SEMA 2024. You know we do ex-chief donut maker, but we still out here having fun. Come on.
All right. So out of the days y'all been here, what is the one bill that caught your eye, the one company or the one person you met since then?
Man, there was so many good bills. It's hard to narrow it down. And I like so many people out here, so I'm going to just say, it was great to be able to see all the bills at SEMA. It was great being able to talk to Alex Taylor. It was great being able to see all my friends at Dodge. I ran into Demonology. I ran into Ian from Boostang. I ran into a lot of friends that was out here. So for me, everything's been great so far.
This is my first time at SEMA. I would have to say the Toyota build because, I'm into the off-roading scene. And all of West Hall. This is mind-blowing.
There's a wide body BMW M2. I think it's in Central Hall. You can go to my page, FF Racing 19, check out the reel of that, and follow the owner for more info.
And you're the only one to say your link when to follow you. What's your link to follow you at?
Darkroom Media 2023 on Instagram, Darkroom Media on YouTube.
And Autonatics on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook. I'm the same all across. But I did want to say, it was great catching up with Ricky from Throttle. I didn't say that name earlier. What's up, bro?
And T-Move.
Oh, man. Here we
Hey everyone, I'm Ben Anderson, Light Truck Product Manager here for Mickey Thompson Tires. Welcome to SEMA 2024. Got some awesome new products to talk to you about. So new product here for 2025, we have the Baja Boss X, so 42-inch sizes. So back in 2019, we introduced the Baja Boss MT, and then in 2020, we introduced a sticky version of that, the Baja Boss X. So in 2020, the Baja Boss X was basically the Baja Boss MT, but with the drag radial compound on it. A lot of you are familiar with the ET Street R, ET Street SS. It's essentially what the compound was. For 2021, we added a 4-ply construction to this product, right? So it actually has a combination of bias plies and radial plies. Again, from drag racing world, we know a lot of clutch cars like the bias ply stuff. Longer plies, longer chord path allows it to flex quite a bit. Radial construction, plies take the shortest path possible bead to bead. When you have that combination of radial and bias plies in there and you take an impact to the sidewall, it's going to help spread those forces to a wider area, lessening the likelihood of a puncture. So that's one thing. So then that was 2020 version of it. 2021, 4-ply construction. 2022, we changed the compound. 23, we changed the compound again, give it a broader traction range, more cut and chip resistance, longer shelf life, etc. And then we also added additional rubber gauge to the sidewall, again, to help with that puncture resistance, right? So what we're doing for 2025, January, is we're introducing the 42 1350 17 as well as the 42 1350 20. And hoping to have these things out and available before King of the Hammers. That'll probably be the first big race where these things are debuted. Super excited to get these things out in the market. To the 42-inch Baja Boss X's, we also have 8 new wheel styles for light truck products. Let's go take a look at those. Okay, so for years we've had some classic products like the Classic 3 Polish, Classic 3 Black, Sidebiter 2, etc. But we've got some new wheel styles. So right here, we have the Mickey Thompson Canyon wheel. So something that's great about Mickey Thompson product offering, we have 22s, we have 24s for later model trucks, ones want big rims. We also have a lot of stuff like the Legend products, Legend EXP, Legend MTZ, raised white letters, a little more traditional styling, blends really, really nice with those 70s, 80s, 90s trucks, SUVs, Jeeps, etc. So in addition to the tires, we have these great wheels that have a look that blends really well with those classic trucks, Jeeps, SUVs, etc. So that's the Canyon. Then up here we have the Open 5-spoke wheel available for 17s, 18s, and 20s. This one actually just won a runner-up award for SEMA. It was awarded to us, so pretty exciting there. Moving over here, we have the MT Canyon Pro available in polished, satin black, as well as bronze with a faux black rim, beadlock. And then we also have the Classic Pro as well, polished, satin black, and then bronze. So those are the new wheels that we have for Mickey Thompson.
Take it away. So what you guys are seeing in front of you, we have Oscar. He has a Dynabrade buffer. He's going to be using that to start removing our 3000 grit sand scratches. The product that he's using to start is that HD rubbing compound you'll see to the right. The pad on the buffer is going to be Buff and Shine's wool pad. So this first step, it's all about knocking down scratches, getting rid of the majority of the marring on the paint. So he'll go probably 6 times around that paint, and then we'll move on to our second step. Perfect. Now let's see the results we have here. And you guys will notice it wipes off really easy. Very simple to use. And check out that gloss, man. Woo. That 815 fine polish, get it here at Stinger Chemicals or with any of our distributors. Thank you very much. Appreciate you guys.